It's time for Oskaloosa Indians softball action on the No Coast Network. And now, live softball action on the No Coast Network.
And welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello. Kate Snakenberg is here also for Game 2 of this softball doubleheader between the Oskaloosa Indians and Newton Cardinals. Newton taking the first game 4-0 as Peyton Mayer pitched a 3-hit shutout, striking out 10 to get the victory, outdueling Oskaloosa's Haley Hacker. Now in Game 2, it'll be right-hander Faith Durandi for Oskaloosa. Faith with a record of 5-3, plus a 2.47 earned run average. Going in the circle for Newton will be another freshman, Callie Van Clay, with a record of 1-4 and an earned run average of 4.20. Here are the lineups for the second game of this doubleheader. Starting for Newton will be Mackenzie Brown leading off and playing third base. Lakin Jenkins, the center fielder, will bat second. Batting third, playing first base in this second game will be Peyton Mayer. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, Chastity Henwood. Batting fifth in right field, Madison Thayer. The left fielder, Taylor Lust, will bat sixth. Batting seventh, the designated player, Anna Bebout, and she'll be batting for the pitcher, Callie Van Clay. Hitting eighth for Newton, the catcher, Mallory Zach, and playing second base is Kaya Butler. Now for Oskaloosa, leading off will be the catcher, Megan Mormon. Batting second, the third baseman, Ashley Kinley, who was honored between games here on this senior night, the only senior on the Indian roster. Hitting third for Oskaloosa, playing center field in the second game, is Ava Vanderwall. Batting cleanup, the designated player, Abby Braunmeyer, and she's batting for right fielder, McKenna Schaffner. Hitting fifth for Oskaloosa, shortstop, Maddie Haynes. Batting sixth, the pitcher, Faith Durandi. Hitting seventh, playing first base, Olivia Gordon. Hitting eighth, the second baseman, Taylor Wills. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Kaylee Johnson. As Mackenzie Brown looks at strike one from Faith Durandi. Faith in her 12th game of the year, her 11th start. 5 wins and 3 losses. She's gone 62 in the third innings. As the 0-1 pitch sails high, 1-1. 63 hits allowed, 29 runs allowed, 22 of them earned. She's walked 12 and struck out 61. And opponents hitting .228 against her. 1-1 pitch. Missed 2-1.
Yep, Faith has had a very strong freshman season. She's been pretty much the closer for the Indians. And, I like how, as a freshman, how she takes control of the circle and really has been giving her opponent batters a tough time getting on base.
Brown with a swing and a foul into the screen to even the count at 2-2. Brown, a left-hand batter against the right-hander Durandi. And the 2-2 pitch just tying outside 3-2. Brown came into the doubleheader hitting .390. She went 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a walk and being hit by a pitch in that opening game.
And Newton is probably more used to a powerful pitcher, but Faith is a little bit slower than Haley, but she's a little bit more accurate.
3-2 pitch, low ball 4. So Newton get their leadoff runner on to start the second game of this doubleheader. And that'll bring up Lakin Jenkins, the center fielder, who went 0 for 4 in the first game. Jenkins, a left-hand batter. Runner goes, pitches outside for ball, throw to second, bang, bang, play safe.
Close play by Mormon. She got that ball out really fast, but Brown, I believe, at first had a nice jump and got to second safely.
Brown with her 5th stolen base of the year in 6 tries. Now Jenkins stands in with a runner on second, 1 out. Now a bunt right at the plate. It's a foul ball. Megan Mormon barehanding that at the plate.
Yeah, she did. Good hand-eye coordinates from Mormon behind the plate. And I believe the batter's thankful that that was going to be a foul ball because Mormon with the cannon behind the plate.
Now Kinley at third up a couple of steps, and a bunt goes foul. Count goes to 1-2, and that would seem to take the bunt out of play. Because a bunt that goes foul when you have 2 strikes, that is strike 3.
Yes, it is, Joe. And so now the Indians, third base and first base, can relax a little bit, play back normal position.
Jenkins, a left-hand batter, the 1-2, tight 1-2. Megan Mormon, the catcher for Oskaloosa. Olivia Gordon playing at first base in the second game of this doubleheader. Taylor Wells at second, Maddie Haynes at short, and Ashley Kinley at third. The outfield from left to right, Kaylee Johnson, Ava Vanderwall, and McKenna Schaffner. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed strike 3. So Jenkins goes down on strikes for the first out in the top of the first, and Brown holds at second.
Now hitting for the Cardinals.
Excellent pitch by Durande. Not giving the batter what she wants, keeping it high and outside, making the Newton batter chase after that one and missing it.
Now Peyton Mayer, the pitcher in the first game of the doubleheader, playing first base in the second game. Looks at strike 1. Mayer 2 for 4 with a run batted in Newton's 4-0 victory in the first game of this twin bill.
And interesting, without having Sophia here tonight, we have a changeup in the outfield.
0-1 pitch, swung on, hit in the air, but not out of the infield as the shortstop Haynes, ranging toward third, made the grab for out number 2. And as you were mentioning, Kate, Sophia Dykstra, who normally plays right field for the Indians, is not going to be here all week. She is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with a state student council event.
Yep, and it's interesting because because Sophia would sometimes, when Faith was pitching, Sophia would stay at right field and we'd have McKenna going at center. But now with Sophia gone, McKenna fills in right field for Sophia, and it brings in Ava Vanderwall, who's used to be in first base at center field. So Ava in a little bit of an unfamiliar position.
Henwood bunting on the 1-strike pitch and throws to the second baseman Wills, covering at first to retire the side. Newton get a leadoff walk, nothing else. They leave one after a half inning. Newton nothing, Oskaloosa coming to bat. This is Oskaloosa Indian softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford has the lowest prices around on brand new Fords. And now when you purchase a new Craig Ford, we'll also give you a 65-inch 4K HD flat screen TV.
No extra charge.
Buy a Ford, get a flat screen at Craig Ford. And if you can bring me a deal I can't beat, I'll still give you the TV. Craig Ford in Oskaloosa, where you get the best deals on new Fords and a 65-inch HD TV.
Some limitations apply. See Craig Ford for details.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Right-hander Callie Van Clay, a freshman, in the circle for Newton.
Now batting for the Indians.
Van Clay with a record of 1-4 and a 4.20 earned run average. This is her 6th game of the year. They've all been starts. She's gone 20 innings, allowed 18 hits, 22 runs, 12 earned, walked 14 and struck out 10. And the first pitch to Oskaloosa catcher Megan Mormon is inside and low for ball 1. Megan in the first game doubled in 3 trips and also had a walk. Right-hand batter against the right-hander Van Clay. On the taller side, about 5'9" or so. 1-0 pitch swung on, chopped to the mound. Van Clay throws to first for out number 1.
Yep, Megan hit the top part of the softball on that pitch. Kind of slapping it towards the ground, and then the pitcher stayed calm. Sometimes as a pitcher you might react in a crazy way with the ball hitting right at you, but she stayed calm and delivered a nice ball to first.
Now third baseman Ashley Kinley stands in for the Indians, right-hand batter. the lone senior on the squad who was honored between games here. First pitch to Ashley is high for ball 1. Ashley 0 for 2 with a sacrifice
hometown doc
in the first game, and that sacrifice set a career record for Indians for sacrifices. So congratulations to Ashley for that. Here's a swing and a foul toward the third base side, and the count evens 1-1.
Yep, Ashley has had a phenomenal career as an Indian. I can remember back her freshman year hitting at state.
1-1 pitch hit in the air to center field. The center fielder was over toward left center. The ball will go to the wall. And Kinley with a one-out double.
Excellent hit by Kinley. You can see her big grinny smile all the way here from the press box after she hit that one, getting a double on her senior night. I'm sure she's going to remember that one for a long time.
Ashley's third double of the season. Indians with a chance to take a lead for the first time in this doubleheader, with a runner on second and one out, and center fielder Ava Vanderwall stands in, the left-handing batter. Pitch just missed at the knees, 1-0. Ava in the first game went 0 for 3. Newton straight away in the outfield for the left-handed batter. Swing, line drive to the second baseman, and Kinley was off the bag, stumbled to get back, and just able to dive back in time to avoid being doubled off.
Yeah, and she dove a little too soon, and then she had to crawl back to second base, but, you know, nothing hurt.
Designated player, number 25, Abby Broadmeyer.
So 2 down for the Indians. Kinley stole the runner at second, and now designated player Abby Broadmeyer stands in. The right-handed batter looks at a pitch high for ball 1. Abby batting for the right fielder McKenna Schaffner. And Abby 0 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader.
Yep, there's a big gap between center and right field right now. If Abby can find that gap, maybe have more of a closed stance so she can pull her hit towards the right side of the field.
Van Clay's 1-0 pitch is low in the dirt, 2-0. The left fielder Lust for Newton toward the line. In left, swinging a foul into the screen. Count goes to 2-1.
And I believe Abby did notice that, as this time she had her left foot, the foot closest to the pitcher, forward a little bit more than her back foot. So hopefully that guides her swing right towards that gap.
Van Clay's 2-1 pitch hit in the air into right center field, and that will drop in for a base hit. Here is Kinley scoring, and the Indians with a 1-0 lead.
Yep, Abby Braunmeyer, excellent job. We said it earlier with that closed format she was having her feet in. That enabled her to hit the ball into the gap between center and right field, and she just did a nice job putting it there, getting it enough hang time where the right fielder didn't have a chance to get under it.
Braunmeyer's 15th RBI this season gives the Indians a 1-0 lead. And Maddie Haynes, the shortstop, a swing and a foul straight back, 0-1. Maddie 0 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader. Reached on a two-base error when the left fielder in the first game, Jenna Smith, couldn't find a fly ball in the sun and couldn't hang on to it. 0-1 pitch. High and tight, 1-1. Mallory Zach, the catcher for Newton. Peyton Mayer playing first. Kaya Butler at second. Chastity Henwood at short. And Mackenzie Brown at third. And the 1-1 pitch off the plate, 2-1. Taylor Lust in left field, close to the line and left for the right-handed batter. And the next pitcher's high, 3-1. In center field is Lakin Jenkins. She's over a few steps to left center. And Thayer in right field straight away. Here's a swing and a line drive right at the shortstop, Henwood, to retire the side. The Indians strike first, a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. After 1 inning, Oskaloosa 1, Newton nothing. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Softball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Good news for Oskaloosa baseball fans. The Indians have beaten Newton 11-1 in 6 innings. Cross away from us, game 2 of that doubleheader about to get started. And now the first pitch to Newton's right fielder, Madison Thayer, is a called strike. Thayer followed by left fielder Taylor Lust and designated player Anna Bebout in the top of the second. 0-1 pitch high, 1-1. 5, 6, 7 batters coming up for Newton.
Joe, I just realized how important this second game in the doubleheader is.
Here's a swing, slow grounder to second. Wills up with it, throws to first in time for the out.
As I was saying, both teams now are tied up in this series, 1-1 apiece. Oskaloosa winning 12 innings down in Newton earlier this season. And with Newton beating us the last game 4-0, whoever wins this game will end up taking the series for this year.
And also Newton now within a half game of the Indians in the conference standings as left fielder Taylor Lust looks at strike 1. Lust, a freshman, 1 for 3 with an RBI in the first game of the doubleheader. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Faith Durandi. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yep. I really like how Faith has started out attacking these batters so far from Newton. She's getting ahead of them. And that's really, helping her out in the long run as she gets to do whatever she wants with the ball.
0-2 pitch. Ooh. Missed just outside 1-2.
Yep, we had the umpires switch at the break of this first game and second game as well.
The 1-2 pitch sailed high, 2-2.
So if you're batting, you got to take that into consideration that, there's a new strike zone now. And for these first couple innings, I'm sure the batters are just trying to get a feel for what it is.
Durandi, the right-hander, deals 2-2. Swing and a foul. Just Lust getting a small piece of that one. And the count holds it 2-2. Indians thread away at the outfield. Shafter and Wright playing near the line. So a lot of space at right center field for the right-handed batting Taylor Lust. The 2-2. Sails high, 3-2. This is the start of another busy week for the Indians after today's doubleheader. They'll play a single game at EBF tomorrow night, and we'll have that for you on KBOE-FM. Then a doubleheader Wednesday at Norwalk and a doubleheader Friday against Pella. 3-2 pitch, high ball 4. Second walk given up by Durandi. So Lust, the runner at first with 1 out in the top of the second.
Number 8, Anna Bebout.
Now Anna Bebout, the designated player, did not play in the first game. Right-hand batter looks at strike 1. Bebout 0 for 4 in the season with a run scored. No home runs or runs batted in. Right-handed batter looks at strike 2, 0-2.
Yep. Just another example of Faith getting ahead of the batter. She does it consistently night in and night out, and it really helps her.
Lust, the runner on first with 1 out. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Durandi's second strikeout. 2 down for Newton in the top of the first.
Yep. that just having 2 strikes and no balls really helped Faith out right there. She was able to pitch it outside and then the batter, knowing it has 2 strikes, had to protect.
Catcher Mallory Zach looks at a strike. Zach, a junior, a double in 3 trips, and that was her first extra base hit of the year. 0-1, half swing, and pitch was outside. She did not go around. Ball 1. Count evens 1-1.
Yep. The Indians electing not to let the umpire on the first baseman decide.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, but the ball getting away from catcher Megan Mormon. That will allow Luss to go to second. The count, though, 1-2 on Zach.
Mm-hmm. Yep, tough play for Megan right there, as it was in the dirt, and then the batter swung at it as well. You usually have a hard time seeing those balls as your reflexes force you to, like, blink.
The 1-2 pitch, high 2-2.
And you just sometimes miss them.
Oskaloosa up 1-0 with Newton batting here on the top of the second. Oskaloosa looking to salvage 1 game of this doubleheader after Newton took the first game 4-0. 2-2 to Zach. Swing, slow grounder down the third baseline, foul. So we'll do it again at 2-2.
Yep, sun's starting to go down as McKenna, who was in the shade, now isn't as she moved up.
And the batter a little bit in the shade now, too. 2-2 pitch, just outside, 3-2.
Yep, and it shouldn't affect any of our left fielders out in left field.
Now Vanderwall in center coming in a few steps on the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Beautiful pitch.
And she can just step to the dugout.
Yep, beautiful pitch. She got her with the rising ball, exactly what Faith wanted, and, you know, Zach just didn't know if she wanted to swing at it or not and decided to swing and miss. Excellent job by Faith.
Newton in the second, no runs, no hits. There was a walk, 1 runner left. They've stranded 2. After an inning and a half, Oskaloosa 1, Newton nothing. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flighton State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Oskaloosa come to bat in the bottom of the second, leading 1-0, and the Indians pitcher, Faith Durrani, will stand in. Tall right-handed batter, and a swing and a foul out of here to the right, strike 1. Faith 0 for 1 with an intentional walk in the first game of the doubleheader. 5 home runs and 15 RBI in the season, and one of those home runs coming at Newton in their first regular season meeting. And the 0-1 pitch inside for ball 1. And that home run coming in the top of the 12th inning and gave the Indians an eventual 3-2 victory. 1-1 pitch, swung on, grounded to short. Henwood up with it, throw to first in time for the out.
Yep, I'm sure Newton remembers that hit as they had to play 12 innings. You know, you definitely don't want to lose those ones. Those are just heartbreaking losses. Faith hit it over the fence. I'm sure they remember that one.
Now Olivia Gordon, the freshman, playing first base in the second game of this doubleheader. Olivia was a pinch hitter, 0 for 1 in her only time up. Here's a swing and a fly ball into left center field. The center fielder, Jenkins, comes over into left center to make the grab for out number 2.
Just got a little bit under it. Nice contact, though, for Gordon out there.
Left center.
2 outs now. We got Taylor Wills up.
Taylor, the junior second baseman, had a single, a pop-up, and a walk, and a stolen base in the first game of the doubleheader. Right-hand batter showing bunt, lays it down. The third baseman hustling over, and just is able to get the throw in time for the out. A nice play by Mackenzie Brown at third base to retire the side. 3 up and 3 down for the Indians in the second. After 2, Oskaloosa 1, Newton nothing. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian softball on KBOE-FM in Oskaloosa and the No Coast Network.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
For Newton in the top of the third inning, they'll have their second baseman Kaya Butler leading off. Then the top of the order with third baseman Mackenzie Brown and center fielder Lakin Jenkins. Faith Durante's first pitch, a swing and a miss for strike one. Butler, the freshman second baseman, struck out twice and had an RBI single in the first game of the doubleheader, which Newton won 4-0. 0-1 pitches high, 1-1. After 2 innings, Newton, no runs, no hits, no errors. Oskaloosa a run on 2 hits and no errors. Durante's 1-1 bunted high in the air, foul off the screen, and the count goes to 1-2.
Dangerous bunt by number 11 for Newton. You never want to hit your bunts upwards. You kind of want to point your bat, or at least have it slanted downward so it hits the ground first.
That's why the cliche is get the bunt down. The 1-2. Swung on, pop.
Ooh.
Foul. Mormon with a run for it to the right of home plate, but wasn't able to get to it. Hit just low enough to tantalize somebody trying to make a play. And the count's still 1-2 on Butler. Butler showing bunt again, but swings fouls into the screen, and the count holds at 1-2.
Yep, she showed bunt right at the beginning, and then pulled back, and then swung way late. Showing bunt, I mean, it kind of made her have to rush her swing, and she was way behind.
Butler, the right-handed batter, looks at a pitch just outside 2-2.
Good miss by Durante, hitting the outside corner.
Indians right away in the outfield for the right-hand hitting Butler. 2-2 pitch. Inside 3-2. Faith has walked 2 and struck out 3. As she works here on the top of the third with a 1-0 lead. Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit very slowly to second. Will's up with it. Throws to first in time for the out.
Yep. Nice play by Taylor, getting her glove dirty. And then, not rushing her throw, taking her time, and delivering a nice throw from second to first. Because sometimes when when you field the ball at second base, you feel rushed because the runner is always closer to first than it would be if it was hit to third. But she did a good job not rushing herself.
Especially with a ball that was hit as slowly as that one was. And Mackenzie Brown, the third baseman, looks at a strike one. Brown walked and had a stolen base her first time up. All-State player a year ago. The 0-1. In at the letters for a strike, 0-2. I don't know where Brown is going to play softball next year. You assume she would.
Yep.
The 0-2. Moorman set up outside, and the pitch missed outside, 1-2.
Yep, Brown, pretty solid softball player from what I can tell.
Left-hand batter against the right-hander Faith Durandi. The 1-2 just outside, 2-2.
Close to hitting that one. Could have been a strike. Umpire saw it just a little bit outside.
Brown, slightly open stance, fouls off the 2-2 pitch, and the count will stay 2-2. Lakin Jenkins, the center fielder, on deck for Newton. Cardinals won the first game of the doubleheader 4-0. Oskaloosa leading the nightcap 1-0 here in the top of the third. Nobody on and 1 out. The 2-2 to Brown, swung on, golfed in the air into right field, coming in to try to make the catch, but she couldn't hang on to it, was Schafter in right field, and Brown will be on first. And I'm wishing I had replay here because I can't. She got kind of a late jump on it.
Yep. And I think might have hit right in the sun just for a little bit, McKenna, and then she had to take it to her knees.
And the first pitch to Lakin Jenkins, the center fielder, is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. Jenkins struck out her first time up. So Brown, the runner at first with 1 out.
Ava getting directions out at center field. Coach Harms is having her pulling a little bit more towards the right.
Oh. And the pitch was behind the batter Brown, and that will allow, or the batter Jenkins rather, to allow Brown to go to second on a wild pitch. Second wild pitch that Durandi has thrown today. And the count 1-1 now on Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Left-hand batter against the right-hander Durandi. Fastball outside 2-1.
Yep, the Newton coach out there delivering the signal, or saying the signal. 3-4-1 is the call Coach Casey gave to her players. Let's see what that means pretty soon.
For some reason, it reminds me of the Bowery Boys. 2-1 pitch inside. 3-1. The runner going to third. And Brown is safely because nobody was able to get to cover third in time to get a throw.
Yep, Haynes, late job recognizing that Kinley was forced to come up from the bunt and left third base wide open. And I don't even know if Brown was supposed to go. She just had a softball play, saw no one was on the plate.
And Jenkins with a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yep, that was a foul tip too, I believe. Excellent job by Moorman, keeping her eye on the ball and catching the ball, getting an out.
Critical out for the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Brown, the runner, on third with 2 out now. Oskaloosa up 1-0 over Newton, and the Cardinals with first baseman Peyton Mayer at bat, and she'll look at strike 1. Mayer popped to short her first time up.
Yep, if I'm the Indian outfield, I'm playing a little bit shallow on this batter because she's had, I believe, 3 bloopers tonight, and we've caught only 1 of them.
Here's a swing and a liner foul over the first base dugout. That count goes 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Haynes at short and Kinley at third kind of shading their eyes a bit.
Yeah.
For the setting sun. 0-2 pitch, outside 1-2.
Yep, Kinley looks like she just made it into the shade finally. Just waiting for the rest of the team to join her.
Kaylee Johnson in left field doing the eye shading trick as well. Durandi's 1-2, swung on and lined through the hole on the right side for a base hit. Brown will score to tie the game. And Peyton Mayer hitting one the opposite way, getting her 16th run batted into the season. And it's a 1-1 contest in the top of the third with 2 out.
The RBI single brings up the shortstop, number 20, Chastity.
Yep, she hit it nice right in the gap between second and first.
Left-hand batter Chastity Henwood, the shortstop, looks at a pitch outside for ball 1. She grounded out pitcher to first, her first time up. Left-hand batter looks at 1 low, 2-0.
Good stop by Moorman, keeping the ball in front of her, not allowing the runner at first to advance to second.
And just if you think I'm being sloppy in the pronunciation of her first name, it is spelled Chassiddy. No T's there at all. And what?
It's interesting.
The ball got away from Durandi altogether and actually went backwards towards second base.
So they call that a ball? Yep.
3-0.
I guess it left her hand. I've never seen that before.
3-0 pitch, high ball 4. So Newton now with runners in first and second, 2 down and a run in here in the top of the third. Brings up right fielder Madison Thayer, who grounded out pitcher to first her first time up.
Now the Indians got to realize they got to know the situation. They got to runner on first and second. We got to force out anywhere but home.
And a swing and a miss by Thayer, left-hand batter, 0-1.
Faith did a nice job electing to do a changeup on that pitch, as Thayer was way ahead of that ball, and Faith slowed her time down and got a strike out of it.
Kaylee Johnson playing deep in left field. There's a swing and a bouncer foul near the Oskaloosa dugout, and the count goes 0-2.
Yep, the crowd wanted a first base leaving early. I forgot what that's called, but the crowd wanted it. First baseman might have got a little bit of a jump.
Durandi's 0-2 is high, 1-2. Very nice evening. Skies have cleared out what few clouds there were. Now we're getting a little bit of a breeze in from right field, but not much. That really would affect things. The 1-2 pitch, high 2-2.
Yep, can't complain about the weather. It's been beautiful outside, mid 70s. No, not a lot of breeze.
Runners at first and second, a 1-1 game. 2-2 pitch, grounded slow to second. Wills up with it. Underhand toss to first to retire the side. Newton tied things up here in the third. A run, 1 hit, a walk. There was also an Oskaloosa error, and 2 left. Newton is stranded 4. After 2.5, Newton 1, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Amber Coffey.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Left fielder Kaylee Johnson looks at a pitch outside for ball 1. Kaylee, the number 9 hitter in the Oskaloosa order, followed by catcher Megan Mormon and third baseman Ashley Kinley in the bottom of the third. In a 1-1 game. The 1-0 pitch, a strike called from right-hander Callie Van Clay. Kaylee with a single and 3 trips in the first game of this doubleheader. The 1-1 pitch, swung on and blooped towards short. A throw to first, bounces in, not in time. That was a strange ball. It was blooped toward the shortstop Henwood. And then once the ball hit the ground, instead of taking a friendly hop, it just kind of died.
Yep, she got a lot of backspin off that hit. She cut under the ball, so the ball was spinning, had a lot of backspin. You could see it from here, and as soon as it hit the ground, it kind of died and rolled a little bit towards the catcher, too.
So Johnson reaches on an infield single to start the Oskaloosa third, and catcher Megan Mormon looks at ball 1. Megan grounded to the pitcher her first time up. Last inning, there was the ball that Mackenzie Brown hit to right field was originally thought to be an error. It's been scored, a single to right. Now here's a bunt pop-up, caught by the third base. by the third baseman Brown for the out. So that's one down, and Johnson remains the runner at first.
Third base, number 2, Ashley Kinley.
And now third baseman Ashley Kinley, who doubled in the first inning and scored the Oskaloosa run. Here's a swing and a foul off the screen in front of the Newton dugout on the first base side. Strike one.
Yep, Megan just got under that bunt, and it popped up. Nice play from the third baseman running all the way across the infield. Ooh.
And inside pitch hits Ashley, so that'll have the Indians with runners on first and second as Johnson will move to second.
Pitch will bring up center fielder, number 20, Ava.
Nice job by Ashley just turning into that one, absorbing the contact and advancing on to first. We got Kaylee at second now. Let's see if Ava can find a gap.
Center fielder Ava Vanderwall lined to second her first time up. Here's a swing, a bouncer to the shortstop. The shortstop will throw to third for one out, and that's all they'll get. Fielder's choice, 6-5, you score that. Johnson retired short to third. Kinley now the runner at second, and Vanderwall at first with two out. Bringing up the cleanup hitter, Abby Braunmeyer, who had an RBI single her first time up.
Yep, good play by shortstop, getting the lead runner out.
The sun has now disappeared, so we're in all shade here. And the first pitch to Abby is strike one.
Yep, the lights turned on. Moon's about to come out.
0-1 pitch, sails high, 1-1. Oskaloosa with a run in the first, Newton a run in their half of the third. It's a 1-1 game. Oskaloosa threatening runners at first and second and two down. The 1-1 to Braunmeyer, swung on, grounded into the hole in the left field for a base hit. The left fielder lusts with the ball up quickly, and the bases are loaded. No chance for Kinley to try to score on that play.
No, excellent job by Brown out at left field, getting the ball right away. An all-state play.
4 hits now for the Indians. Brings up shortstop Maddie Haynes, who grounds one up the middle, past the shortstop into center field for a base hit. One run is in. Second run is in. Indians lead 3-1.
Excellent job, Maddie Haynes, delivering a line drive up right above second baseman on the one bounce. Shortstop couldn't time the bounce, and it just rolls right past her. Good base running by Ashley Kinley and Ava Vanderwall. Ava from second, rounding third, a nice round and getting home.
Now Faith Durandi with a big swing and a miss, strike one. Haynes now with 9 RBI on the season. She's at first, Braunmeyer at second with 2 away. The Indians now with a 3-1 lead. Van Clay's pitch outside, 1-1. Newton deep in the outfield. All the way around. 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1. They've been aiming outside to Faith all 3 pitches. She went fishing for the first one, but has held back on the next 2. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, blooped into short right field. The right fielder will make the grab, Thayer, to retire the side. But the Indians regain the lead. 2 runs on 3 hits and a hit batter. No errors, 2 left. The Indians have stranded 3. After 3, Oskaloosa 3, Newton 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After 3 innings, Newton a run on 2 hits. Oskaloosa 3 runs on 5 hits. As Newton left fielder Taylor Luss with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Luss with a walker first time up. Right-hander Faith Durandi in the circle for the Indians. 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1. Faith has given up 2 hits. She's walked 3 and struck out 4.
Yep, this game has been having a lot slower of a pace than our first game.
Lust with a swing and a foul at the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Lust followed by designated player Anna Bebout and catcher Mallory Zach, the 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Newton Cardinals. Newton going for the sweep of this doubleheader after they beat Oskaloosa 4-0 in the first game. 1-2 pitch, sails high and away, 2-2. Lust briefly showing bunt. 2-2 pitch, sails away, 3-2. I mentioned about the Bowery Boys earlier. If you remember those classic comedies, or also known as the East Side Kids. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. But it seemed like whenever they got into a situation where there might be a fight, they would. The leader, Slip Mahoney, would say, "Okay, let's give them routine 4 and then routine 8," or something like that.
Yep.
And, of course, the classic being routine 2, which was the dreaded double eye poke.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Alpia is dedicated to providing.
First pitch to Anna Bebout is a strike, 0-1. Bebout struck out her first time up. Right-hand batter fouls it back into the screen. Count goes to 0-2. Durante had tipped off the rubber, now back to it. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 2 up and 2 down for Newton in the top of the 4th. 6 strikeouts for Durante. Brings up the catcher Mallory Zach, who struck out her first time up.
Yep, through 4 innings, or 4.5 innings now, we're starting to figure out this umpire strike zone. And
swing and a grounder foul down the third base line for strike 1.
And he's a little bit more spread open than the previous umpire. So nice job, and Faith has recognized that. She's pitching a little bit more outside, getting a little bit farther because she's comfortable there.
Indians shallow in the outfield for Zach, and the 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike, 0-2.
She target that outside again. Megan also has been doing a great job behind the plate, framing the pitch, making it looks like it's going to be a strike.
0-2, swung on, grounded to short. Maddie Haynes up with it, throws in time for the out. A nice reach by Gordon at first base as the throw was to the home plate side of first. 3 up and 3 down for Newton in the 4th. After 3.5 in Game 2 of the doubleheader, Oskaloosa 3, Newton 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
The Indians with the bottom of their order to lead off the bottom of the 4th. Olivia Gordon swings the first pitch, hits in the air to center field. Jenkins over a couple of steps to make the grab for out number 1. Olivia fly to Jenkins her first time up.
Yeah, that she did. Kind of did the good old repeat.
Base number 15, Taylor Wills.
Now Taylor Wills, the second baseman, who grounded to third. A nice play by Mackenzie Brown for the out.
Yep, Taylor almost had the bunt the last time up.
And the first pitch missed low for ball one.
Joe, don't you wish that that football shed wasn't in the way and we could see the scoreboard of the baseball game?
That's a fair point.
It's just put in a bad spot.
1-0 pitch, missed low, 2-0. Oskaloosa won the first baseball game against Newton, 11-1 in 6 innings. Game number 2 underway as we speak. Van Clay's 2-0 pitch fouled off at the plate, and the count goes to 2-1. Newton playing Taylor Wills rather deep in the outfield. With a straight away with the center fielder Jenkins about 3 steps over toward left center. 2-1 pitch, sails outside 3-1. Left fielder Kaylee Johnson on deck for the Indians, who lead 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody on, 1 out. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 3-2. Taylor going after something on the inside part of the plate.
3-2-1.
Van Clay looks in, payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled off of the plate, and we'll do it again at 3-2.
Yep. Not as much as a pitching battle in this game as we had in the first one. Both teams hitting the ball a little bit better.
A matchup we'll probably see a few times over the next few years as both are freshmen, both pitchers.
Oh, yeah.
3-2 pitch, missed low ball 4.
And, you know, both will develop and get a lot better as well. Better than they already are, I should say.
First walk that Van Clay has allowed. She's also hit a batter. And now left fielder Kaylee Johnson, who reached on an infield single her first time up. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Van Clay. First pitch and first strike, 0-1.
I like how Van Clay is really just calm and cool up at the circle. She's not letting really anything affect her.
0-1 pitch, swung on, grounded in the hole, knocked down by the shortstop who won't have a play.
Get hit.
And Johnson with an infield single. The third baseman, Brown, had tried to charge that ball and cut it off, but she couldn't do it. The shortstop, Henwood, was only able to get a backhand glove on the ball, but not able to really do anything.
That's the second time tonight. Kaylee Johnson has kind of fooled the third base and shortstop person in getting on base safely.
Now catcher Megan Mormon stands in with runners on first and second and 1 out. First pitch to her is ball 1. And missing inside, 2-0. Megan grounded pitcher to first, and then popped up to the third baseman on a bunter last time up.
Yep, Van Clay just missed the inside.
And missing just high, 3-0.
Yep.
Third baseman Ashley Kinley on deck.
Megan, I would assume, would take this pitch unless she sees something she really likes.
3-0. Showing bunt, and it's a strike called, 3-1.
Now let's see, we got our center fielder and a little bit close to the left fielder. We have a big, nice gap between right and center.
And a swing, a grounder foul. Got by Indians coach Jay Harms, coaching at third. And the count goes full 3-2 to Megan Mormon.
Yep. I think the center fielders see how Megan's got a huge open stance, and with this pitcher being a little bit slow, they're guessing she's going to pull this hit toward left.
Payoff pitch, low ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Second walk of the inning. Wills goes to third, Johnson at second, Mormon at first with a courtesy runner to come. And that is Macy Creer. So good speed on the bases for the Indians with 1 out. And third baseman Ashley Kinley coming up, doubled and scored, and was hit by a pitch and scored. And now the Newton pitching coach, Gary Grimes, is going to come out to have a chat with his pitcher and catcher.
I'm guessing right now he's just telling his pitcher, his freshman pitcher, just to, calm down, relax, throw some strikes, try and get at least one out right here. One out, and then next thing after you get that out, you have 2 outs. And then anything's going. My guess is he's just going out there and relaxing her, telling her, take a deep breath, do what you normally do, get in your routine. Because she just seems a little bit flustered right now.
And he only spoke to the pitcher and catcher, really. The infielders were around, but not really participating.
Yep.
Butler at second, well up near the rubber. Mayer at first up a couple of steps. Brown at third up a few steps. And the first pitch to Kinley is high ball 1.
Infield for Newton playing up. As they're going to get it, and they're going to try and go home, not allowing Wills to score from third base.
1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Indians up 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. They've got the bases loaded and 1 out.
Now, the last thing you want to do if you're a base runner for the Indians is not tag up here.
Pitch is low, 3-0.
Uh-oh.
And no place to put Kinley.
Yep. Ashley's going to take this pitch, I guarantee.
Indians with a chance to break it open here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 pitch, in for a strike, 3-1.
Yep. Now, Ashley, green light. You see something you like, take it for a ride.
Newton outfield deep, swung over toward left center. 3-1 pitches, low ball 4, and a run will score. Kinley with a run batted in on the walk as Wills comes in to score from third. Johnson goes to third, Creer to second.
For Oskaloosa, number 20, Ava Vanderwall.
Ashley Kinley with her 5th run batted in of the season. The Indians now up 4-1. And assistant coach Grimes is going to make another trip to the mound, and we will have a pitching change as Peyton Mayer, the first baseman, is going to exchange her first base glove for a regular glove, and she's going to come on and pitch after getting the start of the first game.
Yep.
We have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Oskaloosa with a run in, the bases loaded, 1 out, and the Indians up over Newton 4-1. We'll be back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
We've got some clouds and maybe a little bit of rain coming toward us at Oskaloosa High School. Joe Lancello and Kate Snakenberg with you. And Peyton Mayer, who started the first game and pitched a complete game 3 hit shutout with 10 strikeouts, is coming on to pitch for Newton here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yep, Van Clay, the freshman, just got a little bit flustered. The Indians, were able to score. They've been walking a lot. They've been hitting on her. And, the coaches from Newton thought, it's time for a change with there being 1 out. So they put in, Mayer back again, who pitched a complete game in the first game. And in my opinion, would be the player of the game in that game. She drug in some RBIs as well and had a shutout with 10 strikeouts. Hopefully the Indians have finally cracked her code and can hit off of her this time.
Callie Van Clay, the starter, 3 1/3 innings, 6 hits. So far, 4 runs, and she's responsible for the other 3 left that are still on the bases. 3 walks, all in this inning, and no strikeouts. Bases loaded for the Indians, 1 out. And center fielder Ava Vanderwall stands in, the left-handed hitter. Swing and a foul. Caught the umpire on the bean.
Yep, second time that's happened tonight for the umpires.
1 per each umpire.
Yep.
Strike 1. Ava has lined to second and hit into a fielder's choice, and later scored in the 3rd inning. Indians up 4-1. Swing and a grounder down the first baseline, foul, and the count goes 0-2. Peyton Mayer quickly ahead of Vanderwall.
Yep, Ava still doing what she did in the first game. She's sort of reach hitting it. Hopefully she can just keep her legs planted and have a nice little swing.
Righty to lefty, pitches high, 1-2. Mayer 6-5 on the season. This will be her 17th game of the year, her 5th appearance out of the bullpen. 6 wins, 5 losses. The 1-2 just outside 2-2.
Close pitch.
The infield extremely in for Newton. They want to stop it here. Outside 3-2.
Yep, Mayer shaking her head over there in the circle twice now. She seems a little frustrated.
Indians with the bases loaded. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. A run in already. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled over and back, and the count holds at 3-2.
Good battle by Ava. Let's see if she can drive some runs in.
Abby Braunmeyer, the designated player, on deck for the Indians. 3-2, fouled at the screen, and the count still 3-2.
Yep. Having a nice little battle with Mayer right now. Mayer kind of looking a little bit fatigued already. She did pitch, you know, that whole entire first game, and she pitched outstanding.
Mayer looks in, 3-2 pitch, outside, ball 4, and another run comes in. Johnson scores from 3rd. Yep. Greer to 3rd, Kinley to 2nd, Vanderwall to 1st with the walk, and her 14th run batting of the year, and the Indians are up 5-1. Bases still loaded, and just 1 out.
Yep, Mayer's got to watch herself as she had some words for the umpire after that ball 4 call on her.
And the first pitcher, Braunmeyer, is low for a ball. Abby, 2 singles and 2 trips, and a run batted in. Indians with 2 here, and the bottom of the 4th. Infield again crowding in. 1-0 pitch, missed, 2-0. And Newton pitchers have walked 3 consecutive Oskaloosa batters and 4 walks in this inning.
I haven't seen a softball pitcher get this mad. She is furious up at the circle right now.
The 2-0. Swung on, grounded, stopped by the shortstop. No play at second. She'll throw to first for the out, but a run will score to make it 5-1.
Yep.
Or 6-1, rather.
Good play.
Greer comes in to score from 3rd. Kinley goes to 3rd. Vanderwall to 2nd. Braunmeyer with her 2nd RBI of the day and 16th of the year. 6-1 Oskaloosa, a 3-run inning here in the bottom of the 4th. And Maddie Haynes, the shortstop, fouls one back into the screen for strike 1.
Yep, base runners running on anything, on contact with 2 outs.
Maddie had a 2-run single in the 3rd that gave the Indians their lead, which is now 6-1. 0-1 pitch, a strike at the knees on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Yep, that was a nice, powerful pitch by Mayer right there. Throwing it with speed.
Righty to righty, here it comes. Pitch came in on the fist, and I wonder if Maddie didn't get that off herself. She drops to her knees and was holding her left elbow.
Yeah, it looked like it got her right on that wrist.
Or it's her right hand that they're looking at. I mean, that pitch really did come in on her.
Yeah, she turned it. It was an inside pitch. She had to quickly turn on it, and it just got her right on the wrist, maybe the lower forearm. hopefully it's nothing too bad, just a little stinger.
And Coach Jay Harms is going to escort Maddie to the dugout, and maybe somebody else will finish this at bat. And that would allow Maddie to re-enter the game at some point.
Yeah, Maddie seems to be in a lot of pain right now.
I think what she wants is a couple of pain reliever pills and a bag of ice.
Yeah. Yep, that's going to be a nice bruise, I'm sure. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
So whoever comes to bat will inherit an 0-2 count. And we are still waiting for someone to enter and sign in, please.
It's an interesting rule, I'm sure, because
it's something that does not happen very often.
Yep. It's a low injury sport, so it's just a huge bummer when an injury happens. Looks like we got Career coming up with a base.
Yes.
Bat.
Macy Career coming to bat and she doesn't start fresh. She inherits the 0-2 count that Maddie Haynes had.
Well, hopefully she, I'm sure she knows, but she does have 2 strikes, so she does have to protect. It's not like she's going up there with 0 balls, 0 strikes. She's got to realize it right away.
Macy yet to have an at bat. As a courtesy runner, she scored 9 times this season. Right-hand batter against the right-hander Maher. Swing and a bunt. Picked up by the third baseman. Throw hit the runner. And here come 2 runs in to score. And Career to second. It's 8-1.
Nice job by Macy coming in for the injured Maddie Haynes, delivering a nice bunt and, you know, outrunning the throw. And the throw was even bobbled too by the first baseman. Scoring 2, excellent job by Career, an excellent job by the base runners getting in.
Here's a swing and a foul into the screen by Durandi for strike 1. Career will get credit for a bunt single and 1 run batted in. Also a throwing error on the third baseman Brown that allowed Vanderwall to score and allow Macy to go to second. 8-1 Oskaloosa, a 5-run 4th inning. And a 1-1 count to the pitcher, Faith Durandi. Swung on, hit in the air toward left center. The left fielder, Lust, will make the grab to retire the side as the Indians bat around in the 4th.
Yep, solid inning by the Indians, getting the bats, hitting off both pitchers, and, you know, spreading out their lead and giving themselves some room for comfort.
Indians, 5 runs, just 2 hits. There was an error, and there were also 4 walks in that inning. And 1 runner left. The Indians have stranded 4. After 4, it's Oskaloosa 8, Newton 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Indian softball team breaking this one open here in the bottom of the fourth with 5 runs. Now an 8-1 lead over Newton. And the Indians baseball team, having taken the first game of their doubleheader with the Cardinals 11-1. Now a 3-1 lead for Oskaloosa. What inning was that again?
Third, going into the bottom of the third. Ryan Yates hit a 2-run home run.
His second of the year.
Yep.
Now Newton in the top of the fifth. Their second baseman, Kaya Butler, to lead it off. And then the top of the order, third baseman Mackenzie Brown and center fielder Lakin Jenkins. First pitch to Butler inside for ball 1. She grounded to second her first time up. Durante, the right-hander, deals. Swing and a foul out of here to the right. Count evens 1-1. Okay, we've had a defensive switch too here. Maddie Haynes not returning to the game. Megan Moorman has moved from catcher to short. And
Macy
Creer is now the catcher. 3-1 the count now on Butler. Durante's 3-1 missed inside ball 4. Fourth walk Durante has allowed, along with 2 hits.
Now up for the Cardinals, number 22, Mackenzie Brown.
Now Mackenzie Brown, the third baseman and leadoff batter for Newton, comes in. She has walked and singled and scored and has a couple of stolen bases. Indians up at the corners of the infield, swing a ground ball through the hole to the left side for a base hit. Butler will have to stop at second. Third hit of the day for Newton. And Mackenzie Brown has got 2 of them.
Now at bat, number 13.
Yep, she's just a solid player all around for Newton.
Lakin Jenkins, the center fielder, stands in. She has struck out twice. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Durante. Newton trying to fight back, trailing 8-1. And the pitch is a called strike. Newton won the first game of the doubleheader 4-0. They're trailing 8-1 here in the top of the fifth, with runners on first and second and nobody out. Jenkins, a left-handed hitter. 0-1 pitch. Missed outside 1-1. Kinley at third, up a couple of steps. 1-1 pitch outside 2-1. Oskaloosa in the outfield. Vanderwall was a little bit shallow, now moving back a couple of steps. She's still shaded over toward left center for the left-handed batting Jenkins. 2-1 pitch, swing and a foul at the plate. Count evens 2-2.
Yep, Faith's been going the first 3 pitches outside, then she moves inside on that pitch. Wise choice, as it took the batter off guard, and evens things up 2-2.
Durante deals, swings, slow grounder to second, Wills up with it. Her only play will be to first for the out. First out of the inning, but on the play, Brown goes to second and Butler to third.
Now the Indians are going to have to, if they field a ball in the infield, they're going to have to look Brown back, then deliver a throw to first. And hopefully Olivia can deliver a strike down to Creer at home for an out, freshman to freshman.
Peyton Mayer, who is now the pitcher, looks at strike 1. Mayer popped to short and singled to drive in the Newton run in the third inning. Right-hand batter, 0-1 count. Swung on, hit in the air to center field. It's deep, and it goes to the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes Brown around to score. It'll be a double for Mayer, and Newton has cut the gap to 8-3.
Yep, solid hit by Mayer. She ripped that one off straight, had nice contact, turned her hips, got her hips involved, and hit it, slapped it right off the A on the wall.
Mayer with 3 RBI on the day. She's got 18 for the season now, and she'll be replaced by a courtesy runner at second. And that is Grace Benson.
Courtesy running for the pitcher is going to be Grace Benson.
Now that Mayer's the pitching again, she is allowed a courtesy runner.
Yep.
Now Oskaloosa coach Jay Harms to the circle to talk with his pitcher and catcher.
Yep, I'm sure he's just, figuring out what's working, what's not working, letting him know. Telling Faith to relax, and maybe telling Macy where to line up behind the plate, as she is not typically our catcher, so Megan Mormon is, but so I'm sure they're both figuring it out, trying to get comfortable with one another.
And Haley Hacker, who started the first game for Oskaloosa, is warming up in the bullpen on the left field side.
Yep. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't come down to that, but you never know.
The 0-1 pitch to Henwood is outside 1-1. Henwood grounded pitcher to first and then walked her last time up. 1-1 pitch in for a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Yeah. Henwood, a left-hand batter.
Good pitch by Faith.
1-2. Well high. Nice stab by Creer at a pitch that was sailing really, really high.
Mm-hmm. You really want Faith to get this striker and attacker. Somehow find a way to get this batter out.
2-2 pitch swung on line into left field for a base hit. Johnson up with it, throws quickly into Durrani in the circle, and Newton now with runners in first and third. And 1 out and 2 runs in this inning already. This brings up Madison Thayer, the right fielder, who was grounded out twice.
Madison Thayer.
Yep, and I would assume Newton's going to steal off this pitch. Yep, she's going to walk her way up second.
And the pitch is a called strike, and she actually was less than a half jog to second.
Yeah. Yeah, she took her time, all right.
Next pitch is low. Nice block by Creer. 1-1 the count to Thayer. Benson on third. Henwood now at second with 1 out. Half swing. Koster 1-2.
Yep, and Joe, we're starting to get a breeze heading out towards center field. So if you could get one high and with some strength to it, it could easily go out of the field.
1-2 pitch missed outside. 2-2.
Yep, that was a close pitch to being a strike.
Indians deep at the corners of the outfield. Vanderwall in a couple of steps. 2-2 pitch outside 3-2.
Yeah, but maybe with the inexperience of Macy Creer not being able to frame those 2 pitches as well, you got to keep that in mind as well.
They are now showing bunt, and the 3-2 pitch is outside ball 4 on the bases are loaded. This will bring up the left fielder Taylor Lust, who has walked and struck out.
Yep, Coach Harms is going to make the pitching change right now.
And here comes Haley Hacker. Durandi will leave after 4 1/3. Durandi will move into the outfield.
Yep. Gordon comes in. Ava goes to first.
We'll run down all the changes when we come. No, Gordon was at first already.
Yep, she's going in.
Or this is Vanderwall. We're moved to first. That's right. Okay.
Yep. And then we got, I'm guessing, Johnson in left.
She'll stay there.
Durande in center and Bjornsson out and right.
Or McKenna Schaffner has been there. We'll take a break as Haley Hacker warms up. Newton with 2 runs in here in the top of the 5th. 1 out, and the bases loaded. Oskaloosa still in the lead, 8-3. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Hey, did you know there's a great way to shop your local businesses and save money? It's called Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo. You'll find gift certificates at discounted prices from businesses like your Oskaloosa Hy-Vee, Mahaska Drug, Brown Shoe Fit, Nailed It, Book Vault, and many more Oskaloosa and area businesses. Shop local and save big at Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo to start saving today. Your station for classic hits and local programming is 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Hear artists like Hart, Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Stevie Wonder, The Beatles, Journey, and many more. KMZN is also where you'll find the Game of the Week. Wake up with Bob's Morning Brew weekdays at 6 a.m. and catch Brother Dave in the afternoon. It's all on 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Listen online at radiokmzn.com and with the free smartphone app available at Google Play and the iStore.
Taylor Lust looked at ball one, then bunted foul down the first baseline to even the count at 1-1. Newton with the bases loaded, 2 runs in already here in the top of the 5th, as they've cut Oskaloosa's lead to 8-3. And Haley Hacker, who started the first game for the Indians in the circle, is pitching now, and a strike call 1-2 as Lust half-heartedly tried to bunt, and a pitch that was away. Benson, the runner at third. Henwood at second. Thayer at first. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped into short center field, and that just off the edge of Taylor Wills's glove, and that will allow a run to score, and everybody else moves up 60 feet.
Unfortunate break for the Indians and Wills, as she almost made a super athletic catch on that one, running towards center field. Across her body, just couldn't snag it in.
Like I say, the
now hitting the designated player, number 8.
Ball hit the edge of her mitt. And that allowed Benson, the courtesy runner, to score to make it an 8-4 game. Here's a swing, a ball to the mound, and now a bunt, and safe at first as Vandewall, who moved from center field to first base, tried to tag the runner and missed. Threw to Wills, who was covering at first, and apparently that didn't work either. And another run scores, and Anna Bebout will have
Number 5, Mallory Zach.
an infield single, and the bases are still loaded. It's now an 8-5 game. Newton with 4 runs here in the top of the 5th and just 1 out, and the bases are loaded. Indians bring the infield in for Mallory Zach, the catcher. And the first pitch is ball 1. Zach, the 9th batter for Newton in this top of the 5th inning.
We just need our defense to cool down right now. They're getting a little bit crazy, playing a little bit nervous almost. They just need to calm down, just take a deep breath, and focus on what they need to do and get an out.
Infield is well in, and Kyria Bjornsson has come in for Schaffner in right field. And she's up kind of shallow. The 1-1 pitch outside 2-1. Zach has struck out and grounded to short. Haley Hacker, who pitched a complete game in the first game, now in relief. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Here comes Thayer in to score, and it's 8-6. On the wild pitch. Thayer scoring. Lust to third. Bebout to second.
We've been stuck at 1 out for a very long time, Joe. Indians really need to buy themselves an out.
3-1 pitch. Swing and a foul count makes it 3-2. First base is still open. Hacker, the left-hander, against the right-handed batting Zach. 3-2 pitch, sails high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Still 1 out for the Indians.
Now at bat, number 11.
And now
Kaya Butler.
Kaya Butler, the second baseman, who started this with a walk earlier this inning and came around to score. Oskaloosa had a run in the first. Newton won in the third. Oskaloosa 2 in the third to take a lead. Then the Indians with 5 more in the fourth.
For the catcher.
And now Newton with 5 runs in their half of the 5th, and the inning's not over yet.
There's just no energy coming from the Indians' defense right now. They need to find something, get a spark, show some energy. They just look a little bit dead from the infield to the outfield.
First pitch to Butler, swing and a miss, strike one. Newton have a courtesy runner at first for the catcher, Zach. And the next pitch is a strike 0-2 as Butler was showing bunt. I believe the courtesy runner is Jenna Smith. I'm not totally sure. Butler, right-hand batter, bunts it. No, bobble by the first baseman, a throw to first, safe, and a run scores. The first baseman, Vanderwall, was coming in to try to make the catch. Got a glove on it, but couldn't hold it. And it's now an 8-7 game, and the bases are still loaded. There's still just one out.
Yep, Newton keeping this rally going alive. The Indians just can't find an out right now.
Here's a swing by Brown up the middle for a base hit. 1 run is in. Throw to the plate. 2 runs are in. And Newton now have a 9-8 lead after starting this inning trailing 8-1. Brown's third hit of the game.
Newton just keeping the momentum train going. They have all the momentum in the world right now, and they're in no shape of slowing down.
Butler held up at second, and the first pitch to Lakin Jenkins, swinging to Mr. Strike one. Jenkins, the only player to not score for Newton in this game. She hasn't reached base. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a foul out of here to the left, and the count goes 0-2.
Well, I'm kind of surprised Coach Harms hasn't come out again and just talked to his team, because they just seem they just seem dead right now, and it's just they need to wake up and just realize they just need to breathe, take a deep breath, and get an out.
Here's a bunt at the plate. Creer has it, throws way high to first base. This allows 1 run to score. Here is Brown coming in to score, sliding in safely, and it's 11-8, Newton in the lead. A 10-run 5th inning. Jenkins will advance to second on the error, as Butler and Brown both come in to score. And there is still only 1 out. Peyton Mayer
now batting. The pitcher
now stands to be the winning pitcher.
Yeah, she's the one who started things out this inning, hitting the ball deep into right center, hitting the fence.
Swinging a grounder up the middle for a base hit. Here is Jenkins around third. Throw to the plate, not in time. Mayer with her 4th RBI of the game, and it's now 12-8 in favor of Newton.
Now batting shortstop, number 20, Chastity Henwood.
11 runs in this 5th inning for Newton.
I've never seen a run that Newton is displaying. I've never seen anything like this before in my life, and there's still only 1 out for the Cardinals.
The left-handed batting Chastity Henwood stands in. Strike on the inside part of the plate. Henwood grounded out, walked, and singled and scored. 0-1 grounded, knocked down by the first baseman. Wills, the second baseman, covering behind her. Nice hustle. Runs to the bag for the second out of the inning. On the play, the courtesy.
Yep, excellent job by Wills backing up Ava Vanderwall at first base.
Number 32,
I think that is Mayer, or Mayer's courtesy runner. I'm not sure.
It is. Yep.
Okay, that would be Grace Benson. Swing and a foul on the first pitch by Madison Thayer for strike 1. Thayer is grounded out twice, walked, and scored. 12-8. Newton. And the inning isn't over. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Oskaloosa started this inning leading 8-1. We had a pitcher's duel in the first game. Newton won that 4-0. Now it's a slugfest. The 0-2. Outside 1-2. Thayer, the 15th Newton Cardinal to bat in the top of this 5th inning. Hackers 1-2, bunted down the third base line. A beautiful pool shot and out.
Great play by Ashley Kinley and just a perfect bunt by Newton. You couldn't have drawn that bunt any better. Just great play by Kinley, and finally the Indians retire that inning.
I say it was a pull shot because the ball just seemed to die about a third of the way to third.
It did.
Newton in the 5th score 11 times on 7 hits. There were 2 Oskaloosa errors, 1 runner left. After 4.5, it's Newton 12, Oskaloosa 8. Back in a minute on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Why is C First Credit Union growing so fast? Because Andy got a great rate on his new truck for him and his best buddy. Because Derek and Stephanie's checking account includes opportunities to qualify for some serious cash. And Matt joined C First because his best friends recommended it. And they were right about sushi. It all adds up. Save with us, borrow with us, grow with us. Because together is better.
Craig Ford has the lowest prices around on brand new Fords. And now when you purchase a new Craig Ford, we'll also give you a 65-inch 4K HD flat screen TV.
No extra charge.
Buy a Ford, get a flat screen at Craig Ford. And if you can bring me a deal I can't beat, I'll still give you the TV. Craig Ford in Oskaloosa, where you get the best deals on new Fords and a 65-inch HD TV.
Some limitations apply. See Craig Ford for details.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that
Haley Hacker, who is now batting in Faith Durante's spot in the Oskaloosa batting order. Swing and a miss 3 times for a strikeout.
Haley just had a hard time. She got to keep her head on the ball because you got to see what you can hit. I keep saying it because when you pull your head, you pull your arms, and you just miss the ball.
Now a swing and a miss. I think we're hitting out of order. As Taylor Wills is the batter, but I had Hacker came in for Gordon. Okay, gotcha. Never mind. We're cool. Here's a swing and a foul toward the backstop, and the catcher will make the grab. Zach with the grab for out number 2.
Now batting left fielder number 9, Kaylee Johnson.
So Hacker came to bat in the 7th spot of the order.
A lot of changes that last inning, Joe.
Yeah. And a swing and a miss now by Kaylee Johnson, who has singled twice. And the count 0-1. You went away for a snack or something. You missed a big 5th inning for Newton. 0-1 pitch, high 1-1. Newton, 11 runs.
Yep, it was insane.
1-1 pitch, outside, 2-1. Peyton Mayer, who started the first game, came on in relief while she gave up a couple of runs, or actually 1 run attributed to her with a couple of inherited runners coming in to score.
Fortunately for the Indians, that 1 inning didn't take them out of the game too much.
3-1 pitch in for a strike, 3-2 to Kaylee Johnson.
When a team scores 11 1 inning, you'd think you'd be way more down than 4 points.
Swing and a foul at the plate. Count holds at 3-2. Indians were up 8-1 at one stage, now trail 12-8. Mayers 3-2 swing and a miss, strike three. Mayers 2 strikeouts in the inning to retire the side. Nothing across for Oskaloosa. After 5, Newton 12, Oskaloosa 8. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM in Oskaloosa and the No Coast Network.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
After 5 innings from Oskaloosa, Newton 12 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Oskaloosa 8 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. And Vanessa Vasso, a freshman, is in to bat for Taylor Lust, the left fielder. Vasso, a freshman, a right-hand hitter.
Number 31, Vanessa Vasso.
And she played in the first game.
0-1 pitch floats high, 1-1. Lust walked, struck out, singled to drive in a run and scored in that 11-run 5th inning for Newton.
Good pitch by Haley.
Strike called, 1-2.
She threw that one hard and on target. Excellent.
Lefty to righty. High, 2-2. Anna Bebout, the designated player, is next for Newton in the 6th, followed by the catcher Mallory Zach. Swing and a soft liner, caught by the first baseman Vanderwall for out number 1.
Now the infield just needs to get a little bit excited with that. Ava made a play, and I go pat her on the back, tell her good job, say I'm going to get the next out. Just need a little bit more life from our defense right now.
Here's a swing and a liner up the middle for a base hit. Bebout's 2nd hit of the day. She's also struck out twice and scored a run.
And the single brings up the catcher, number
10th hit for Newton brings up the catcher Mallory Zach, who has struck out, grounded out, walked, and scored her last time up.
Those line drives right above the pitcher will be safe every time.
First pitch to Zach is outside for ball 1. Second baseman Kaya Butler on deck for the Cardinals. Swung on in the liner just out of the reach of the shortstop for a base hit. Just out of Megan Mormon's reach. And back-to-back hits for Newton after 1 out here on the top of the 6th.
Single brings up number 11.
Newton continuing right where they left off in the 5th inning, it feels like.
Now Kaya Butler, the second baseman, stands in. Swinging a grounder through the hole on the left side for a base hit. Johnson fields it quickly, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. 3 straight hits for Newton here on the top of the 6th.
The Lady Cardinals have cracked Haley Hacker and Faith Durande's code tonight in this 2nd game and are just teeing off on us right now.
Jay Harms, the Oskaloosa coach, comes in, and Abby Braunmeyer is going to come into the game to pitch.
We have a pitching change for Oskaloosa. Coming in to pitch is going to be number 25.
Abby, the designated player.
Abby Braunmeyer.
So that, I think, sort of takes that out as Bronmeyer comes in to pitch. We've got a pitching change in the top of the 6th. Newton with 1 out and the bases loaded, and they lead Oskaloosa 12-8. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
First pitch from Abby Bronmeyer was in the outside corner for a strike, and now a swing and a miss 0-2 by Mackenzie Brown, the third baseman. 3 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs batted in. Runners on every base for Newton. The bases loaded. 1 out. Takes a pitch low, 1-2.
Abby hasn't had a lot of opportunity to pitch this year, but she did pitch quite a bit last year. And her pitches, they curve a little bit. They look like they're going left, and then they spin right.
1-2 pitch just high, evens the count at 2-2. For Abby, this is her second appearance of the year. She's pitched 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs allowed, both earned, walked 1 and struck out 1. The 2-2. Lowe gets away from the catcher, Creer. Here comes Bebout to slide in and score to make it 13-8. And the other runners move up to second and third.
Yep, and you got to remember, we have Creer, who's an inexperienced catcher, coming in for Mormon, which Mormon's in for the injured Maddie Haynes at shortstop right now.
3-2 pitch, high ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. Haley Hacker, 1 inning, gave up 7 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts. 7 runs so far. She's responsible for the runners on second and third. Bases loaded with 1 out. Lakin Jenkins takes ball 1 high. Jenkins, the center fielder, struck out twice, grounded to second, and reached on a throwing error by Creer in the last inning and ended up scoring. 1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled into the screen, 1-1. Indians will be at EBF for a non-conference game tomorrow. We'll have that on KBOE-FM. Pre-game at 7:15, first pitch at 7:30. Then they play at Norwalk on Wednesday. Then a doubleheader against Pella on the road on Friday. 1-1 pitch, misses 2-1.
Indians need to go home if they field one. They need to help their pitchers out. The defense does right now.
2-1 pitch bunted toward the circle. Bronmeyer will throw to Wills, covering at first for the out, and a run will score.
That's fine. Just getting out at this point, hopefully, so we can get our bats to get going, because we're running out of time in this game.
Jenkins with the RBI to allow the courtesy runner for the catcher to score. Butler will go to third. Brown to second. 2 out now. In the top of the 6th. And the first pitch to pitcher Peyton Mayer is ball 1.
Great stop by Creer, keeping that ball in front of her, not allowing another run.
1-0 pitch sailed high and away, 2-0. Mayer 3 for 4 with 4 runs batted in the second game of the doubleheader. Right-hand batter Pitch just inside 3-0. Braunmeyer, the third pitcher for Oskaloosa today. In game 2 of the doubleheader, 3-0 pitch, sails high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded again.
Abby just having a hard time finding her groove right now. She seems just a little bit uncomfortable up at the pitching circle.
And a courtesy runner at first for the pitcher, Grace Benson. Now shortstop Chastity Henwood. 1 for 3 with a run scored. Pitch is tight, ball 1. Newton 2 runs here on the top of the 6th with 2 out and a 14-8 lead over Oskaloosa. 1-0 pitch in for a strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
There, Abby did a great job pointing her front foot towards the plate. She hasn't been doing that the past couple of pitches, and I think that's why she's been a little bit inaccurate.
1-1 pitch, low, blocked nicely by Creer. Count goes to 2-1.
Just need to relax up at the circle, take a deep breath, and then throw strong.
2-1, popped in the air. The shortstop, Mormon, will have it to retire the side. Newton add to their lead in the 6th with 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks. 2 left. The Cardinals have stranded 7. After 5.5, it's Newton 14, Oskaloosa 8. Back in a minute, this is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flighton State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
The Indians with the top of their order now in the bottom of the 6th. Shortstop Megan Mormon looks at a called strike. Megan has grounded out, popped out, walked, and scored to the 4th. The Indians scored 5 runs in that inning and had an 8-1 lead. But Newton has come back 11 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th to lead at 14-8.
You'd love to see Mormon just get on base with a nice start, a nice leadoff, get on base. Hopefully start things out for the Indians.
Peyton Mayer, the right-hander, deals, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Just got to keep your chin tucked on your front shoulder and just got to see what you hit. That's the biggest struggle I think I've seen from us with our hitting right now is we're not keeping our head on the ball.
Third baseman Ashley Kinley swings at the first pitch, pops into right center field. The center fielder Jenkins running over into right center to make the grab for the second out. 6 consecutive batters retired now by Peyton Mayer, who stands to be the winner in this game, as she was in the first game, which Newton won 4-0. Now first baseman Ava Vanderwall. Left-handed hitter, swinging a miss, strike 1. Vanderwall lined to second, hit into a fielder's choice, and walked with the bases loaded to drive in a run.
It's Mayer's world, and we're just living in it. She's shaking off calls from the catcher. She's pitching her own game right now.
Swing and a fly ball into right field. It's back, it's deep, and it's off the wall. Vanderwall is into second with a stand-up double.
Excellent hit by Ava. Hopefully this gives the Indians their much-needed energy that they need. Hopefully it can start a little rally and we can get this. We can cut the lead in half and then get it in the next inning.
Ava 6 double of the year. Brings up Abby Braunmeyer, who is now the pitcher. Abby 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Abby reach swung right there. She's got to keep her legs planted and don't lunge for the ball. Let it come to you and just have a nice controlled swing.
0-1 pitch fouled out of here to the right, 0-2.
That one was much better. She leveled out her swing, got her whole body into it.
Newton up 14-8 in the bottom of the 6th. After winning the first game of the doubleheader 4-0. The 0-2, low, blocked well by the catcher, Zach. And the count goes 1-2. There was no chance for Vanderwall to advance from second. Braunmeyer, strong right-hand batter, swing and a pop-up down the right field side into foul territory, and the first baseman can't hold on to it. Maggie Garrett, who came in to play first base after the starting pitcher Van Clay was pulled, and Mayer, who'd been playing first, moved to the mound or the circle.
Abby getting a second chance here. Hopefully she drills one into open field.
The 1-2, strike 3 call to retire the side. Oskaloosa in the 6th, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. The Indians have stranded 5. We go to the 7th. Newton 14, Oskaloosa 8. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Newton come to bat in the top of the 7th, leading Oskaloosa 14-8. And the first pitch is a called strike to right fielder Madison Thayer. And, Kate, you've got an update on the baseball game.
Yep, I just got word that the boys won, beating Newton 4-1. Ryan Yates with a 2-run home run and Cole Kraber with a solo home run. And they end up sweeping the Cardinals 3-0 in the series.
Indians took the first game 11-1. 1-1 count to Madison Thayer is outside 2-1.
And the boys just saw their sub-state, so they're looking to add to their ranking come postseason.
There's a couple of ranked teams in there. Swing and a miss by Thayer, 2-2. Solon and Marion are in the top 10 of the baseball rankings, and they're in the same bunch with them.
They'll definitely be some challenging teams, I'm sure.
2-2 pitch, swung on, hit in the air to center field. Short center field coming in is the center fielder,
number 8.
And that's Malia Walker that made the grab for out number 1.
8th grader.
Recent addition to the varsity.
Great catch. Way to call off everyone and get the out.
Now batting number 27, Taylor Lust.
Now Taylor Lust, the designated player, or excuse me, the left fielder. She was the DP in the first game.
Joe, we got Gerard, it looks like, at short as well. Mormon went in.
Done for the night.
I'm guessing Coach Harms is just going to give her a break.
Well, there's still a game tomorrow. Games on Wednesday and Friday. 2-0 pitch in for a strike, 2-1.
Long week for the girls.
2-1 up. Pitches outside, 3-1. Maddie Haynes began the game at shortstop but left in the 4th inning while she was at bat. As the pitch to us is inside for ball 4. Maddie got hit on the left hand as she fouled the pitch off.
Now batting, number 8, Anna Beba.
And was in a bit of pain and left the game and has not come back. No word on her condition at this time.
Good pitch.
Strike 1 to Anna Bebout.
Shortstop is number 11, Addison Gerard.
Okay. Swing and a foul.
Hit the pole
Of the screen. Count goes 0-2. Bebout struck out twice, singled twice with a run batted in.
I'd love to see a double play right here.
0-2 pitch, strike 3 called.
I'll take that as well. Nice pitch by Abby working the outside corner. 2 outs for the Indians. Force out at second or first.
And batting now is Grace Benson, a freshman.
It's going to be number 4, Grace Benson.
Benson has been the courtesy runner for Mayer, the pitcher, all night.
At shortstop, we have number 11, Addison Gerard, and out in center field, we've got number 8, Malia Walker.
First pitch to Benson is high ball 1. Benson 0 for 3 as a hitter this season. Looks at a pitch outside, 2-0. Benson, a freshman.
Good spot to miss by Abby. Just almost a strike. Nice play by Kinley on the bunt. Way to come in and secure it.
Came in to catch it to retire the side. Newton in the 7th. No runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Newton 14, Oskaloosa 8. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Indians with their last chance now in the bottom of the 7th. And Macy Creer looks at ball 1. Macy with a bunt single to drive in a run as she came into the game for Maddie Haynes in the 4th inning. And most impressive about that, Kate, was that she came in with an 0-2 count.
Yeah.
And delivered on the first pitch.
Yes, that was impressive, and it drove in a run as well.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Peyton Mayer looking to finish things out here and end up with both wins in this doubleheader. She pitched a 3-hit shutout in the first game as Newton won that 4-0. 1-2 pitches high, 2-2.
We got a lot of young batters coming in at bat right now, and up on deck we have Malia Walker, an 8th grader. So this will be good experience for these young players.
Here's a swing and a bloop to the second baseman. Caught by Butler for out number 1.
Now batting, number 8, Malia Walker.
Now Malia Walker, an 8th grader, with her first varsity at bat. Wears the number 8 shirt, bunts, back into the screen, strike one. Oskaloosa with a run in the first, Newton a run in the third, Oskaloosa 2 in the third, 5 in the fourth to make it, have an 8-1 lead. Walker a swing and a miss, 0-2. Newton then with 11 runs in the fifth and 2 more in the sixth to make it 14-8 where we stand now. 0-2 pitch, outside 1-2. Brown up a few steps at third, expecting a bunt. The 1-2, low 2-2. And Walker facing a pitcher who was All-State a year ago in Peyton Mayer. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Good cut, though.
So the Indians are down to their last out.
Joe is Mayer a senior?
Yes. And you're saying thank goodness, right?
Yeah.
Here's Olivia Gordon re-entering the game. A swing and a foul over the screen for strike one. Olivia started the game at first and flied to center field twice.
Joe, I believe we have found our kryptonite in Peyton Mayer. Whenever she's in the circle, she just takes complete control over us.
Well, she pitched the first game, which the Indians won in 12 innings, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So she's good, but she ain't perfect.
Yep, I did forget about that. She is human is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Although it may take a few innings to prove it.
Yes.
The 1-1. In for a strike, 1-2.
Until Faith hit that home run. I do remember that now.
Newton would get back to 500 overall at 12-12 and 7-9 of the conference. Swinging a drive, foul to the left. Count holds at 1-2. Indians would drop to 15-11 and 6-9 of the conference. So Newton will have passed the Indians with the sweep.
And they take the series over us 2-1.
Everybody winning away from home. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and this one is over. Nothing across for Oskaloosa in the 7th. Final score in Game 2, Newton 14, Oskaloosa 8. We'll come back and wrap things up from Oskaloosa High School in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, Get the Hawkeye edge.
With Kate Snakenberg, I'm Joe Lancello. The final totals in Game 2. Newton, 14 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 8 runners left. Oskaloosa, 8 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left on base. The winning pitcher for Newton, Peyton Mayer, who came in relief of the starter Callie Van Clay, pitched 3 2/3 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. She walked 1 and struck out 6 for the victory, improving her record to 7-5 on the year. This after Mayer had pitched a 3-hit shutout with 10 strikeouts in the first game of this doubleheader, which Newton won 4-0. Losing pitcher for Oskaloosa is Haley Hacker, who came on in relief of Faith Durante in the 5th inning. Haley going 1 inning, giving up 7 hits, 9 runs. They were all earned. 1 walk and no strikeouts. Haley now 10-8 on the season. And on this senior night, we are very happy to have third baseman Ashley Kinley come on as the only Oskaloosa senior. Well, sorry about what happened today, but very nice to be honored, I'm sure, by your teammates and everybody.
It is. It's a lot. I mean, these 5 years have we've made a lot of memories, beat a lot of school records and stuff, but it's been a lot of 5 years. It's been good.
And you set a personal record tonight for a school record for most sacrifices in a career.
Yeah, I actually had no clue on that. I did not know I was even close or that it was even a thing. Mm-hmm. But so that was kind of lift my mood a little bit.
Yeah, it just shows what a funny game this is. Mm-hmm. It was such a tight game, the first one.
Yeah.
Up at Newton, and then here you were up 8-1 in the second game, and then things just kind of blew up on you in the 5th inning.
Yeah, things just kind of fell off. They Hack came back and pitched, and they just hit her hard. They knew what she was pitching. I mean, nothing against her. That's just kind of the game of softball. It's how it works. Sometimes you have your ups and your downs. And, I mean, they just hit the ball. I have to give them credit that. They hit in places we weren't, and that's just how it works.
Okay. Now, are you going to be playing softball in college?
Yes, I'm playing at Simpson next fall. And what's ironic is the Newton head coach is the assistant coach at Simpson. And Simpson's pitcher, Peyton Mayer, she's playing at Simpson too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's got to be better watching her pitch than having to hit it.
Yes. I mean, she's a good pitcher. She moves the ball around, so, yeah.
Okay. Well, Ashley, thank you for coming up. Congratulations on senior night. Just wish we would have had a better outcome today.
Yeah, just got to come back tomorrow with a lot of motivation and energy and beat the Rockets, I guess.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate it. Ashley Kinley, the lone senior on the Indians softball team this season, was honored between games, and we appreciate that she came up and have a couple of words tonight here.
Definitely, Joe. You know, this wasn't the night the Indians wanted, I'm sure. They wanted to come out with 2 wins, but you got to give credit to Newton and Peyton Mayer. She pitched outstanding tonight, one of the best performances I've ever seen. Newton had one of the best hitting performances I've ever seen, too, in the 5th inning, scoring 11 runs. The Indians, you know, you just got to come back tomorrow, bounce back. But, you know, don't let this night drag away what the senior Ashley Kinley has done for this team in her 5 years here, a part of this squad for Coach Jay Harms, you know, winning a state title, being selected for the state all-tournament team. You just can't let the night these 2 losses drag away from, you know, her career. And so the Indians just got to come back tomorrow and beat the Rockets. And then Wednesday, beat Norwalk. And then Friday, beat Pella.
Twice, because that's a doubleheader.
Yep.
On Friday. And we mentioned Peyton Maher, her pitching. Let's give her credit for at bat, 3 for 4 with 4 runs batted in. And she had 2 hits and 3 RBI in that 11-run 5th inning for Newton. Cardinals now 12-12 on the year, 7-9 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Oskaloosa drops to 15-11 and 6-9 in the conference. Indians back in action with a non-conference game tomorrow night at EBF, weather permitting. First pitch at 7:30, our pregame coverage at 7:15 on KBOE-FM. And the baseball team winning twice, 11-1 and 4-1 on the nightcap?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So
the boys ended up sweeping Newton tonight, and they ended up taking the series 3-0 against those guys.
All right, and we'll have our next Oskaloosa baseball broadcast on Friday when the Indians play a doubleheader at Pella. And that will do it for us tonight here from Oskaloosa High School. Thanks very much to Stephen Goodwin at Mission Control taking care of business. Thanks to Titus Lutzering and Jared Bucklew, our Oskaloosa video production crew. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Joe Lancello. The final from Oskaloosa. Newton beating the Indians twice in a doubleheader, 4-0 and 14-8. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to live Oskaloosa Indians softball on the No Coast Network. Brought to you by Bank Iowa, Clow Valve Company, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Pella Printing, Robert Ald Investments, Malcolm Lumber, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Certified Pest Control, Community First Credit Union, Fred's Muffler Shop, Hawkeye Real Estate, Pella Regional Health Center, Edward Jones Investments, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Mahaska Drug, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Lighton State Bank, Gatton Realty, the Welcome Inn of Eddyville, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care Center, and the Rock Island Tap. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.